I just did the video on giving yourself the gift of acceptance. But as I was doing so, I thought I should probably do another one and put it in the stress playlist because this is important enough that I should talk about it more than once. So here I am. So where did this all come from? Well, a wise man once told me, when you've got stress in your life, there are two things you can do. You can accept it or you can change it. Technically, there's a third option. You can complain about it, but that's not a productive option. All it really does is refocus your anger and frustration and get you more worked up. It hurts you more emotionally and doesn't actually do anything to solve the situation. And I'll talk about changing it in another video. So for now, let's talk about acceptance. And as with my other video, I'm going to mention the one big caveat here, which is some things in our society, like the treatment of women and minorities, things like that, need to be changed. They should not be accepted. So when should you focus on acceptance instead of change? Well, there's probably two situations where this works best. One is the really big out of your control stuff, like the pandemic or the weather or how your favorite sports team is doing. You might think that cheering them on is helping, and it might make you feel better, but really how they play is up to them. Not much you can do about it. So you might as well accept it. The other time is for things you possibly could change, but it's probably not worth it. When your cat hacks up a hairball, you could try to spend years training them to not do that. Well, actually, it's a bodily function, so they're going to do it anyway, so maybe train them to do it in a different spot where it's easier to clean up. Or you can just clean it up, accept it when it happens, and move on with your life. There's a reason why we have the phrase, there's no point crying over spilt milk. It's happened, you can't really change it, we just need to move on. Now here's the thing, if the idea of acceptance gets you all sort of up in arms because it feels passive, like you're not doing anything, here's a new perspective for you. Acceptance is active, just not physically active. Do you get where I'm going with this? Perhaps that wise man should have said, when you've got stress in your life, there are two things you can do. Change the situation or change how you feel about it. When you accept something, you are being active. You are taking control of yourself and your emotions and saying, this thing is not going to bother me. You're eliminating your stress at the source, which is inside of you. You are changing how you feel, and that is a very active process, which some people have a lot of trouble with. So if you are able to do it, that shows how strong you really are. And if you're really trying to do it and still struggling, perhaps drop me a line and I'll see if I can help. Talking often helps, whether to a good friend or a therapist or a coach. Accepting the things you can't control in your life gives you back your power and reduces your stress. So I hope you're able to do it. Until next time, dream big, laugh lots, and create. Thanks. Bye-bye.